Please be advised this podcast features AI cloned voices created with human oversight. All content is reviewed by experts for accuracy and relevance. Welcome to I.A.D.S Retail Park. Here, we dive into all things retail and how they might apply to department stores. Before we begin, an important note. Today's discussion draws from research conducted in 2022. While the fundamental principles we'll discuss remain relevant, some specific details may have evolved. Today I'm joined by Sylvan to explore I.A.D.'s fascinating journey into Web3. Sylvan, you led an experiment where I.A.D.S actually issued digital assets to member CEOs and academy graduates. What sparked this hands-on approach?
Well, Maya, we realized that as retail adopts more technological advancements, our members were asking the same questions we were. How can this technology work for us? What would it cost? How does it add value? Rather than just theorize, we decided to learn by doing and put ourselves in our members' shoes.
That's such a practical approach. What were some of the initial ideas your team brainstormed?
We went wild with possibilities, everything from celebrating member achievements with yearly popes that lead, to personalized accomplishment pages like a Spotify Rewind for retail. We even considered a virtual Hall of Fame in the metaverse, member story jukeboxes, and NFT awards for exemplary retail achievements.
Those are incredibly creative applications. But you eventually narrowed it down to two main strategies, right?
Exactly. We focused on either a digital asset strategy or a metaverse strategy. Both had short and long-term plans, but we needed to keep things realistic and within budget.
Let's talk about the metaverse path first. What made you hesitant about that direction?
The costs were shocking to say the least. Virtual land on Decentraland costs $3,000 to $15,000. Then you need 20 to 36,000 more for development. Plus, there's no interoperability across platforms. Investing time and resources in something that might not last seemed unwise.
Those numbers are eye-opening. So you pivoted to popes instead. Can you explain what those are?
POPs stand for Proof of Attendance Protocol. They're essentially digital collectibles that prove you were at an event or participated in something. Think of them like keeping a concert ticket stub, but digital and with potential utility for future events.
And you chose to focus on your academy program for this experiment?
Our academy has been running since 1995, so it seemed perfect for certifying skills development. As an association approaching its 100th anniversary, our expertise in retail innovation made these digital certificates meaningful. Plus, popes are free to mint, unlike regular NFTs, which can cost hundreds in gas fees.
How did the actual distribution work during your General Assembly?
We used printed QR codes, which was interesting feedback in itself. The CEO founder of Pop France actually reached out because our use case was so unusual. He recommended incorporating NFC tags for users unfamiliar with crypto wallets, which we're considering for future initiatives.
What surprised you most about this experiment?
The importance of understanding different familiarity levels with Web3. Some people needed significant educational assistance. We learned that digital innovations can be intimidating, and there's a temptation to wait for trends to peak before engaging.
But waiting doesn't equal understanding, right?
That's right, Maya. To attract young consumers, brands need to understand the future discovery and shopping channels they'll use. Web3 specialists are eager to help companies enter this space. It doesn't have to be intimidating if you approach it strategically.
What about the challenges you faced with monetization and regulations?
That was complex territory. Questions like how to report virtual earnings, whether we're selling securities or utilities, and what specialized accounting we'd need. As a nonprofit focused on supporting members, creating complex subscription hierarchies for NFT sales went against our values.
So where does this leave I.A.D.S and Web3 going forward?
We're continuing to explore applications that align with our mission. Maybe paywall map platforms for our city guides, or finding ways to separate monetizable information from private member insights. The key is experimentation within your capabilities and values.
What's your advice for department stores considering Web3?
I hate to sound like a broken record here, but I'd say start small and learn by doing. Don't let the technology intimidate you. Explore how it can work for your teams and customers specifically. The potential is enormous, but it needs to serve a real purpose for your business and community.
Any final thoughts on what retailers should keep in mind?
Web3 isn't just about following trends, it's about understanding how these tools can genuinely enhance customer relationships and business operations. Whether it's POPs for loyalty programs or virtual experiences, the focus should always be on adding real value. Thanks for joining us for this episode of the I.A.D.S. Retail Park. For more insights and exclusive content, follow us on LinkedIn and explore our Substack.
Catch us on the next episode of the I.A.D.S. Retail Park.